Hi guys, so I am currently at the crib. I put on this big ass this big ass bun on my head. I think it looks kind of cute though. I did my makeup. I got on a sweatshirt and some shorts, nothing crazy. It's just a relaxing day. I actually uploaded a trip to the methadone clinic so you guys can see, like, oh my god, my nose is bleeding. So you guys can see, like, what I do every day, pretty much what I do. So, yesterday we did dating mistakes that we have made, part 1. And maybe we could do dating mistakes part 2. Do you guys want to help me out? Like, any dating mistakes you made? Okay, I'm going to set up the tripod. And we're gonna do some fucking dating mistakes. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Alright, guys. So, we went over some dating mistakes yesterday, which I thought were good as fuck, because I see a lot of this going around. Don't be that bitch begging for a man because he will think less of you. It won't make him want you anymore. If his choice is to leave you, he's gonna leave you. You begging is just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Do not beg for a man to stay with you. Hold on 1 second, guys. Dating mistakes. Okay, so let's see. So here is another really good mistake. So a lot of couples with children or stuff, or if they live together, or if they own a house together, or if they've been together for a long time and they have built a lot of stuff together and they're really deep in their relationship, sometimes they stay in that relationship even though they're unhappy and they want to leave. So they stay for the comfort because they're scared of what's on the other side. They think the grass is greener on the other side, but they're scared to leave their comfort. They're scared to hurt their partner, even though deep down inside they aren't in love with that person anymore, but they still stay either for the kids, for their partner's sake, you know, for their partner's heart not to be broken. There could be so many reasons as to why someone stays in a relationship that they're not happy in, and that is definitely a big mistake. That is a big mistake to make. It's like trying to convince yourself that, like, you're really in love with somebody and that you really want to be with them, but really you have nothing in common. You fight all the time and it's just not meant to be, no matter how much you want that person. Sometimes love is not enough. You need communication. You need to understand that communication. You need comprehension. You need to have bonding time. You need to like the same things. You need to make time for each other. You need to, you know, be sexually active with each other other than sex. Like be intimate with each other other than sex. Like, you know, small rubs on the back. Just show them that you love them. Like, stuff like that. Let's see. I do this all of the time. This is a mistake I do all the time. It says you passive-aggressively unload all of your relationship drama on Facebook. I am guilty of this. I am really guilty of this. When something happens with me and Travis, I automatically run to Facebook to let the world know that I fucking hate him at this moment. When 10 minutes later we're fine and I delete it and I have like 10 messages of people like, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? Because I blew shit out of proportion. I took shit to social media and I blew it up way more than I should have. And that is something I really have to work on. I really need to grow up in some areas in my life. And I know that I'm not stupid. I know that I need to grow up a little bit, and that's no secret. And I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I'm 23 years old. I'm still learning about this life, and I'm only gonna get better from here. You cannot, another tip, another dating mistake, trying to change a person. If you do not like the person you are with, and you decide to try to mold them to the perfect person you want them to be, like if they like playing video games in their free time, and you get pissed off that they like video games in their free time, like that is like their thing. Like, you need to let them have their thing. Or I'm trying to think of other ideas. Like trying to change a person's beliefs. Like if a person doesn't believe in God and you do, you can't like force your partner to believe in God just because you do and he's with you. It doesn't work like that. If you do not love the person you're with wholly, without changing them, like with me, my boyfriend, of course there's some shit I want to change, but I would never try to change him. I love him from his head to his toes. I love everything about him. I love the smell of his skin. I am obsessed with him. This man is literally the man of my dreams, and I never thought I could get a man like this who would appreciate and love me and take care of me the way that he has done, because I have never have had a guy like this in my life before, and I'm very lucky. Don't try to change your partner. That's the gist of that. Let's see. Always putting your significant other's needs before yours. That is a tough one, because you love your boyfriend, you love your girlfriend, and you want to make them happy. And if you're always walking on eggshells and like trying to pour water into them so they can grow, but you're running out of water to grow yourself, you're leaving yourself empty by giving them all of you and trying to make sure they're okay, they have all the money they need, their clothes are clean, everything is set up for them, you know, making sure that they're happy. That your job is to make them happy. That is not how it works. Happiness comes from inside, not from an outside source. If you're looking for happiness from an outside source, you will never be happy. It comes from within. It comes from within. And unfortunately, your needs come before your significant others. If my cup is not full, if I am not happy, if my soul does not feel free, if I do not feel my best, how am I going to make my partner feel his best? How am I going to make my partner, you guys know what I mean. How am I going to make my partner grow as well? If I'm empty, I have nothing to give to him. And then once I'm full and I'm grown, I can offer him so much to help him grow as a person as well. I call it growing and glowing. Okay. Let's see. I've never went through this, but it says you stay with someone because you love his family. I've never been in that situation. I've never stayed with somebody because I love their family. If you guys have, you can comment down below how that situation worked out, because I'm curious, because I've never heard of such. So just leave a comment down below if you've been through this, if you stayed with someone because you love their children so much, because you fell in love with their children, or you fell in love with their mother or something like that. Just let me know. Like, let me know about that. You stay with someone because of the sex. Oh my God, that is a big one. Good sexual chemistry does not mean you have good love chemistry. Good relationship chemistry requires more than just good sex. Anybody can have sex. Anybody can make sex passionate. Sex can feel good for anybody. It doesn't mean that you should be in a relationship just because the sex is good. It will never work. You guys fight all day, and then what? You fuck at night, and then everything's good, and then the next day, then you're fighting all day again? Like, that is not worth it. That is not happiness. You can find sex anywhere. How about find a man that you are really interested in love and try to evolve that sexual relationship you guys have it grow and flourish. Let him learn your body and you learn his body and what he likes. There's a lot of things in sex that people miss, like, you know, there's a lot to learn about somebody, what they like sexually. And you should not stay with somebody just because you know what they like sexually and it feels good and they make you feel like the only man or woman on this earth when they have sex with you. That does not mean you are meant to be in a relationship together. Okay? Alright, we got that. Let's see. You don't listen to your friends when they tell you the guy you're dating is a jerk. Okay, so I have had friends tell me that my boyfriend now, I've had family tell me that my boyfriend now is not for me. He isn't good for me. I should not be with him, all of that. I did not listen because this is my life. They don't sleep next to my boyfriend every night in bed. I do. I am with him every day. I love him as a person. My family, my friends do not get to choose my family and friends don't get to choose who I spend my life with, who I fall in love with. What I like isn't the same as what they like, and I don't care if they judge me for who I'm with because I love him as a person. I think everything about him is sexy. I think the most of him, and I don't care what anybody thinks of my boyfriend because I know he has a good heart. He has a pure soul. His intentions are pure, and that is all that matters. He loves me and I love him. Do not let outside forces try to change your mind on who you should love and not love. But in retrospect, if this guy is like a real jerk to you, he talks down on you, he beats the shit out of you, he drains your bank account, he does absolutely nothing for you, he uses, while you're at work, he's driving your car all around, driving your car around with his friends, spinning the block, blasting music like it's his car. Like, do not be with a man like that. Do not be with a man like that. That's just not it. No, if you're really dating a jerk, he swears at you, he calls you fat, ugly, he expects you to do everything for him. He has nothing to bring to the table at all, nothing to offer. Get the fuck rid of him. Get rid of him. That is the definition of a jerk, and you should listen to that advice. You ditch your friends for your new guy. I have also had problems doing this. When I get a new boyfriend, I only want to hang out with my boyfriend. I want to spend every second with him because you know that lust feeling in the beginning of a relationship, and you feel all that lust, like that fire, like, oh my God, like you feel like you love them, but it's not love yet. It's called lust, where you're just lusting for them. You just want to be around them. You want to laugh. You want to, you know, lay down in bed and like just talk and learn about each other and learn why my boyfriend is as a person. I want to hear about his past. I want to hear about what he wants to do in the future. I want to know what makes him him. And let's see, makes him him. And there's a fine line between being with your boyfriend all the time and making time for your friends. If you live with your boyfriend, it is much easier to hang out with your friends because no matter what, you're coming home to your significant other every night in bed. You're spending time in the morning. You're always spending time. But if you don't live with your significant other, this could get a little bit tricky because you want to make time for your friends, but also your whole day is taken up with your boyfriend because you don't get to see him at night or in the morning, or it has to be planned because of maybe you're in college, maybe, you know, there's things in the way, maybe you play a sport and you can only see him at a certain time, and that pushes away your friends. You know, there's a lot of coordinating if you don't live with your significant other. I would not ditch my friends for a boyfriend, because if that boyfriend leaves, who's going to be there for you? Your friends. Remember that. Let's see. You fight with someone who clearly doesn't give a shit. I see this all the fucking time on Facebook. Girls fighting over guys who literally are not shit. All they care about is they don't want to save in a bank account. The moment they get money in their hands, they buy new Jordans. You're just going to walk in them and ruin them and crease them anyway because you don't have a fucking car. They wear the same Truey jeans 5 days out of the week. Them shits probably stink, and they got a fucking chain on that makes their neck green. You know, I'm not trying to be rude, but stop chasing men that are not shit. And then be surprised when he treats you like shit. Like, you knew the man wasn't shit. You got with him. People told you he wasn't shit. He's known for not being shit. And then you date him and you think you're going to change him because you're special. Don't think that. You're just another girl that he's going to fuck and leave. So, keep that in mind. Do not go for those type of guys who are materialistic but still have nothing to their name. Not $1 to buy a fucking, a honey bun at the corner store. But they got on $300 Jordans that they're trying not to crease because they're walking instead of saving up money for a car. Do not be with a guy like that. So anyway, this is my part 2 of dating mistakes that I have made. You know, I might even make a part 3 because there's so many dating mistakes that I have made. I could think of so many more things, but I just wanted to end it here because we're going on 20 minutes soon. We're at 18 minutes. I love you guys. Leave comments in the section. Leave comments down below if you want to hear any video topics, or if you want me to talk about anything, talk about my relapse, talk about drugs, talk about heroin, talk about relationships. I can do my makeup. I could talk about fucking anything. Just let me know what you guys want to hear. Please message me on Facebook, Allie Haight. My last name is spelled H-A-I-G-H-T. Find me, message me, let me know what you want to hear, and I will make a video. Just please. And oh, I got a story time coming for you guys as well. I got a story time coming for you. Love you.